Welcome along to the Jubilee Celebration Grand Prix here at the Silverstone track. This race obviously celebrates the Jubilee celebration of 70 years with the Queen on the throne. With the 18 turns and the 3.6 miles of this track, we should see a good race that brings the Queen justice after her 70 years of work on the throne. And we're hoping to see changeable conditions. We have whole grids raring to go, and qualifying yesterday as well was an absolute madness. We have the 3 British drivers. Most of the teams in this sport are from Britain, apart from 3 of them, which is AlphaTauri and Ferrari from Italy, and the 3rd one is Haas from America. The rest of them are British-based teams. Obviously Mercedes are German manufacturers, but they're still basically British. McLaren, they're British, with Lando Norris, George Russell and Lewis Hamilton looking as the home heroes. So here's the grids after qualifying yesterday. We have Lewis Hamilton on pole, so good start for the Brits, and we have his rival alongside him, Max Verstappen. And then looking down the rest of the grid, we have Bottas and Norris, then we have Perez and Ricciardo, then we have Sainz and Leclerc, then we have Gasly and Alonso, then we have Ocon and Sebastian Vettel, Yuki Tsunoda and Lance Stroll. We have Antonio Giovinazzi and a good qualifying from Mick Schumacher, only just to miss out in Q2. But Nikita Mazepin and Kimi Räikkönen rounding off the grid. So the 5 red lights are about to come on. Here we go then. 5 lights coming on. That's all 5 of them on, and the engines are revving, and the 20 clutches drop, and we lights out, and away we go. There's a lot of smoke out of Hamilton's car, so he must have had a lot of wheel spin off the start. But as we head through turn 1, and Hamilton keeps his lead, Verstappen trying it on the outside, and what's going to happen as they head round the 3rd turn? It's going to be Hamilton just about keeping his lead. Verstappen's going to have the better exit though, going through Aintree. And what's going to happen here is Verstappen, he's going to come on the slipstream of Hamilton, he's going to pull to the outside. And sweeping around the outside goes Max Verstappen. He has lit up the crowd with cheers. Here comes Hamilton again though. He's going to try and switch back, and he's going to have the run. Upward cut they go. Up the Woodcote corner we go, and down towards Cops corner. Remember what happened last time? Hamilton backs off this time as Verstappen is further ahead than before when they had that crash in the real life race. And look at Lando Norris sniffing an opportunity now. Lewis Hamilton. Here comes Hamilton though with the slipstream on the outside of Verstappen. And the British fans are going to go absolute mad as the heads pop off as Hamilton takes the lead back from Verstappen. So here is Lewis Hamilton going round Village, and he's gone very deep, Hamilton. He's gone very deep through Village. Is Hamilton going to be able to keep Verstappen at bay and do the Queen justice? So here comes Verstappen. Is Lando Norris going to pick up on these pieces? But here comes Verstappen on the outside of Brooklands again. Is Verstappen going to do what he did on lap 1? This time Hamilton stays to the inside and breaks later, and is still ahead of Verstappen even through Luffield. They nearly touch, but Hamilton gets through. But as we head up the hill and through Woodcote, and look at that, Verstappen's trying again. Here comes Norris though on the outside. What a spectacle this is! 3 abreast through Copse, and Verstappen's lost out to Norris, and Norris is going to try on Hamilton, not going to get the move done into Maggots. Whoa, what a battle as we take a little replay here. It's just a brilliant sight to see wheel-to-wheel racing, and especially 3 abreast at Copse. How have they made that stick without smashing into each other? Verstappen, going for 1 position, loses a position, and Bottas as well nearly out there. That was brilliant racing by all 3 of them. And all 3 is going to become all 4 as down the outside of Max Verstappen goes Valtteri Bottas. Norris still trying to close on Hamilton, but Verstappen just staying ahead of Bottas as Bottas runs out road, and now Bottas is probably going to be looking in his mirrors as Sergio is going to be all over his tail. Meanwhile, here comes Fernando Alonso on his fellow Spaniards. Fernando Alonso, the former Ferrari driver, pouncing on the current former Ferrari driver and getting him on the outside. Carlos trying to come back at him now on the outside into club, and on the grass of club goes Carlos Sainz, and they're still side by side. Alonso's on the outside. This is going to carry on now until lap 3. And side by side over the line is going to be Carlos Sainz who stays there. Look at this, free rest into Abias. Look at that, Esteban Ocon now jumps his teammate, nearly gets ahead of Sainz as well. Brilliant racing, even in the midfield. So, Sainz versus Alpine, part 2. It's Esteban Ocon down the inside with the DRS assistance into Brooklands. So Sainz now under threat from and Alonso trying it on the outside of Cobbs. He is actually going to get him on the inside of Cobbs now. And Sebastian Vettel did get Yuki Tsunoda, and is he going to get another place here on Alonso and Sainz? Well, they're having their tussle. Whoa, Sainz and Alonso through Maggots and Beckett. How they not collided. And they're giving each other so much room and so much space. But here's Vettel with the DRS. And Sainz also has the DRS, but his exit is terrible. So he has 3 wide into Stowe. Whoa, look at this. Into Stowe corner, what a move. So Vettel and Yuki both getting Sainz and sandwiching him. Now look at Italian Jesus here. It's Antonio Giovinazzi, who has gone past the Alpine, Ferrari even. And speaking of, here's another one. Whoa, Sainz has lost a lot of time. He's going to get passed by Lance Stroll, and I'm not surprised if he gets passed by George Russell at this point. Here's Yuki Tsunoda then, down into Brooklands. He's going to have a go on Alonso, but Alonso keeping ahead and staying on the outside and then taking the inside line through Luffield. So Yuki is not vulnerable to Vettel though, luckily, so he's not going to lose too much when trying to make that pounce on Alonso. Here we go then, down out of Aintree and into the Wellington Straight. Lando has been closing every lap as the midfield have been tussling, and he is now past Lewis Hamilton on the outside with the DRS. That was an easy pass by Lando Norris. Lewis has lost time, but Lewis, we know him. He's not gonna let Lando slide. He's gonna get the better run out of left field. Through Woodcote they come. He's back on the inside. And he's on the rear side of the McLaren. Now he's gonna go flying into Copse. Whoa! Flying through Copse. Whoa! That was a spectacle to see. And now Lando should put him under pressure. And Verstappen having a look there. Bottas nearly got Verstappen. Verstappen nearly got Norris. Oh, this is action-packed here at Silverstone. And here comes Norris again as he goes to the helmet cam now. As we pass Hamilton. And Hamilton's been passed. Verstappen having a look there. And I think Verstappen may have just done his own corner. Not so much of a favour as Hamilton goes to the outside at club. Norris says no thank you and he shuts the door, and Hamilton is still in second place as we go through club. And we come out of Aintree and onto the Wellington Straight, and it's going to be Hamilton passing his fellow Brit again. So Norris has been passed into Brooklands. Hamilton waiting for the DRS. Instead of risking it at club, he takes the position. And we're heading towards the pit lane now, and Lando Norris and Max Verstappen, they are both into the pits. So the McLaren and the Red Bull in the pits. This will be annoying for Norris if he comes out behind Verstappen, but see who else is coming in. There's Charles Leclerc coming in. Also coming in is Esteban Ocon. He's coming into the pits. And Yuki Tsunoda's in the pits, so half of the field in. That's Antonio Kimi Raikkonen even coming in. So is Mick Schumacher, Nicholas Latifi. All into the pits. Here's Esteban Ocon stop. Reasonably good, not too slow. And Leclerc at the pits. And let's see, Norris has come out behind Verstappen. Norris is behind Verstappen coming out the pits. That is going to be he's going to be kicking the tables after that. But Leclerc coming out behind Mazepin. Schumacher out ahead of Latifi, but Norris is going to be kicking the tables in that car. And I think, let's see, So Carlos Sainz has jumped up to 9th, but he's not made to stop yet. Hamilton and Bottas, both Mercedes stay out, but Norris is kicking the tables. Into the pits comes Bottas. Bottas and Perez are in, so half of the field are coming in now. Well, the other half of the field, there's Daniel Ricciardo in for a stop. And then here comes Sebastian Vettel for the Aston Martin. Aston Martin, they've done a good stop, but he's had to wait. He's had to wait a long time to let George Russell and the Alfa Romeos through. There goes Russell with his stop. And Hamilton's into the pits, but Gasly and Alonso have stayed out. So what's going to happen? Hamilton's in for dry. No, he's in for intermediates. Hamilton's in for intermediates. This is the gamble of the century here. As Lewis Hamilton is going to come out behind Max Verstappen. Now, we need it to rain harder than this, because it's not rained hard enough. He should have stayed out one more lap, I think, in order to have the rain go hard enough. But it's not, the rain hasn't poured hard enough yet. So Hamilton, even though he has the DRS, he's going to get done by Norris, as Norris is on the drier tyres. The dry tyres are just going to be a little bit chilly at this point. They're not actually going to be too cold, but Hamilton may lose out to Perez and Bottas now. So here comes Sergio Perez, and he's probably going to get the move done. So he has more grip, and as I say that, Norris has spun. That is Lando Norris on the grass at Luffield. Now what has happened to Lando there? I wonder if they're going to be looking at that and saying it's time for the intermediates. Seeing that, let's see. Yeah, it's time for the inters. He just tried to put the power down, and the rear spun. It's like he slipped up on a banana skin. As he went round Brooklands. So it's Gasly. Is he going to dive into the pits? Yes, he is. So they've all seen Norris spin, and they're all being attracted into the pits. This is going to play right into Hamilton's hands now, as Hamilton goes onto the inters very early. So Hamilton on those inters are going to really play into his hands. Now, look at that! Max has missed the pit lane. Max is staying out. He's either staying out for another lap so that he doesn't have to, he doesn't lose too much time, or is he? There's no way he's going to actually try and hang this out, because if he does, he's going to be in a world of trouble. But let's see. So Stroll, Alonso, Norris, Gasly, and Alonso are in. Also coming in, I think, who else? I don't know if anyone else is coming in, actually. I think Mick Schumacher and George Russell are coming in as well. But here comes Hamilton then! Hamilton is going to take the lead of the race. No, he doesn't. He doesn't get through on the outside of Stowe. Oh, wait, maybe he does. In the second attempt at Stowe, Hamilton gets past on the second last lap, and now he drives off into the clouds, and Verstappen is left to struggle, and he is actually going to try and hang this out. And here comes Alonso, passing Charles Leclerc, the other Ferrari. So, and what's this battle then? This is Bottas and Gasly. Gasly and Bottas heading into Abbey. Gasly takes Bottas. And, Bottas! Bottas round! Bottas is spun and he's at Perez. There's no way he lost a little bit of his front winglet. He lost that part and Alonso's just run over it. So, Bottas right down the pack. That's not what he wanted. He's now going to be down 8th, 9th. No, he's not going to be 10th. But here comes Pierre Gasly now. Gasly's going to get Verstappen. Gasly's going to get Verstappen at Stowe. Heads into Stowe corner. Gasly on the outside gets him on Hanger Straight. Pierre Gasly, who started 9th, had a crash in qualifying and was able to keep 9th, is now 2nd. Hamilton wins the Jubilee Grand Prix, and Pierre Gasly, oh look at that, Alonso as well! Alonso passes the other Red Bull! Holy moly, so 2 Red Bulls passed in the space of a lap. So Pierre Gasly takes 2nd. What a race.